Okay, so when you start the warm fuzzy, you want to make sure that you have 2 donuts with the slits opposite one another. So we don't want to have these together, otherwise that yarn will fall through. So line those up opposite each other, and then you're going to cut off one piece of string and start off by tying the string onto the warm fuzzy donuts here. You want to just keep, okay. So then, this is the fun part. You're going to be threading your string over and over through the hole of the donut, like so. Okay, so when you get to the point where you need another piece of string, and that's going to happen a lot because we need to fill up this entire piece of cardboard here. When you get to the point where your string is too short, you're going to need to get another piece, and you can change colors at this point, or you can keep the same color. You're going to tie these 2 pieces of string together so that you've continued your yarn, and then you just keep going. Okay, now when you get to the point where your warm fuzzy is so filled up that you can't get your pinky through, then you're ready to finish the warm fuzzy, and you want to take this last piece that isn't tied onto anything and just pick one of these loops that's already tied down, and you want to tie this string, or yarn I should say, to an existing piece of yarn already on your warm fuzzy. Okay, so now everything's tied down. When you're ready to cut, you need a good pair of scissors, and you're going to spread apart the yarn at any point, doesn't matter where, so you can see the cardboard. We want our scissors to go down in between the pieces of cardboard, and you're just going to start to cut all the way around. This is where you need a good pair of scissors. Just put your scissors down into the cardboard, and it's going to be pretty thick because you've put a lot of yarn on your warm fuzzy. Okay, so you just keep going around and around, and it's really important that you keep everything intact by keeping this hand in place in the center of the warm fuzzy. Almost done. Okay, so now I have cut down in between all of my cardboard all the way around. So a really important part, the most important part of this, is to make sure that you have another piece of string. I probably should have done this before I cut. And you're going to want to put the extra piece of yarn down in between your warm fuzzy cardboard donuts. Make sure that the string stays in between. And then this is a really important knot. You want to pull really tight because this is what holds the whole thing together. And I do like 5 knots, or however many you feel is good. Sometimes I even wrap this back around and make another knot on the other side, just for safe keeping. And sometimes I tie it so tight that it rips. If that happens, just go back around again with a new piece of yarn. There we go. Okay, so once you've got that tied really tight, you're done. You can remove the cardboard. And this is the drum roll. Now this is where your warm fuzzy might need a haircut, right? So you can kind of fluff it out, get a pair of scissors, and just trim. If you want to have it hang, you can leave these, tie a little knot at the top so that it can hang somewhere. And then the rest, I need to trim this off here. The rest would just be like a little haircut. That's your warm fuzzy. Oh, that turned out cute.